as Gil said, the game is
Hmm.
pretty like easy to get into.
Hmm.
Obviously, there are hard things in the game.
Yeah,
There's plenty of them, but the core game is really easy to get and to understand,
yeah. It's a
which is
bottomless well of like execution and katas and loops and cancels and glitches and things. So it's very very fun.
yeah. There's plenty of stuff like yeah,
Hmm.
it's easy to get into, but like hard to master.
Okay, let's go to Discord. So the first thing we're going to talk about, I'll leave this to Arendir. I'll just navigate for him.
Yeah,
Is
sure.
the resources and guides section, which I believe you guys can all see now. Yes, you can.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, up to you, Arendir.
Someboy, he's one of the mods. He's been doing an amazing amount of work. We have a bot and with lots of commands to link you specific things about the game, and it all starts in this channel. There's plenty of stuff where to play. There's review for each platform. For instance, most of the people will play on Steam. Then, as you can see on the channel, it's written there. It's the largest player base, and
Hmm.
one of the issue we had when the game had the update is most new players didn't know the basics, and they keep asking the same questions over and over and over, right? So that's why we created this channel, and there's everything you need to know to start the game. There's link to all wikis, even the Japanese wiki, and we're
Hmm.
working on it to translate it. There's every character presentation. Again, somebody did an amazing job on that. Basic combos, there's frame data, there's everything you need to know to start the game right there.
Hmm.
It's compiled in sections. Like we even have a Google Docs with every single command notations, like
Hmm.
QCF 123. There's everything in there.
Okay, great.
So
Yeah, it looks. Sorry if I come in just as an outside perspective, because I've been in your Discord for a while, but as I was mentioning to you, I play a lot of games, so I don't really have the time to, go through all of this. And it looks so freaking clean, like so, streamlined and so easy to just consult and jump onto things. So yeah, very, very much a lot of compliments about this. It looks amazing. Um,
Actually, that's the first time I ever hear that because and at the beginning we had a lot of the resources spread in every channel, so it was very hard to just compile everything and put it in sections. So
mhm,
this is actually a work from one of our moderators
mhm.
called Som. So well, I call
yes,
him
boy.
Sombrero for
Fair enough.
for France. He did all the work to compile all the information that we gathered over the months, years,
Mhm.
and put it there so people can just easily access it. And he did an amazing job.
Yeah.
I'm very happy that you say that it's really easy to find stuff.
Mhm.
This is
It's
the
re
first time I hear this, so I'm just
mhm.
really happy about this.
Yeah, it's really,
And
really impressive.
he even added comments like if you if you type rather exclamation points in the character's name, the
Mhm.
bot will answer you with like the data, all the hitboxes, and everything you need to know about that character.
Oh yes, nice. We used to have something like that in well, we still do. You have something like that for USF4 Revival as well. So yeah, I'm familiar with the concept. Anything else you want to highlight about this particular section or speak to them about before we go into the next set?
I mean, this is like the main page when you come over to our Discord, and
Mhm.
I just advise you just to give it a quick look because some of the other highlights will talk about this again, like the
Mhm.
wiki channel. Uh, so what I want to say is, if you're a beginner, just read the wiki
Mhm.
channel
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
and block
Okay.
mistake.
We're gonna go back into Discord now because the that set was finished. So we are going to talk
Very nice work.
about what is the next highlight. Let's see. We had
Wiki.
The wiki.
wiki. So this is the one, right? The
Yeah,
just the one tagged wiki. So they have first. Well, I'll let you take on it. I'll go at the top of the channel. Yeah.
you can check the pins as well.
Yeah, you can check the
Yeah, you
pins.
can
So,
check things.
mhm,
Yeah, that's actually if it's a lot easier, and people can just navigate to the whole wiki
mhm,
easier. This guy was actually done one for was actually done by one of the founders on the Discord. Well, the founder of the Discord, he was named Stone.
mhm.
He was a American player. He started the Discord around 2016. Am I right there?
Yeah, September 2016.
Yeah, September 2016. He started the Discord. Then he had a lot of live stuff coming in. He did a lot of stuff. One of them was this wiki. He did it, and the character guide. He also did it. And then life got in the way, and he gave me the rights of the Discord at the time. So I started running the Discord around 2017, if I've correctly, 2017,
Yeah,
2018.
sounds about right.
Mhm.
Yeah, and we started to build where he left. So basically, you have everything here. The ultimate goal is to replace any other guy that is out there. Like the Shuriken Wiki, we wanna make it obsolete because
Mhm.
even today the game is still evolving, and
Yeah,
we
actually,
want
just
to put all the
to
information
comment on
there.
that, because we even discovered a new thing about Track Howard like a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
I've been playing the game for like 10 years, right?
Mhm. But that's how it is with good games. I remember like people started with Chun understanding against Dalsim in ST that you can instant stomp out of his low pokes that are full screen without
Yep.
basically any risk. So like maybe 4 to 5 years ago, I started seeing this Chun in the matchup stomping on his, crushing medium punch or crushing light punch, crushing heavy punches full screen with no risk, and I'm like, whoa, that's so cool. Because the stomp you can only do it airborne, but basically leave the air for like 1 or 2 frames and instant
And
stomp.
then you can do it. Yeah.
And it was a punish. It was like, whoa, that blew my mind.
At the end of the
Exactly.
day, when you play a game for more than 5 years, 10 years, you have to go for stuff that you are not going to see regularly. For example, that thing that you said about Sean, you have to do something that
Hmm.
nobody ever have seen before. So
Absolutely.
that's the idea, and you're gonna find a new tech.
Hmm.
And yeah, so we're talking about breaking moves and stuff like that. So in the wiki, we have a section just for break moves, and everything is in there.
Hmm.
Everything is
If
in
you
there.
run,
So
you can go to
So
the
where
pins.
do I go again? Sorry. What's the?
so in wiki, just scroll down and you can see there's a keep
So
scrolling again. There's a lot of videos, a lot of stuff, and
Hmm.
oh,
So
I think you scrolled past it. In wiki.
okay.
Sorry, excuse me.
So what am I looking at again?
So the break,
Oh, break
can do
break
section.
section.
Trumbo.
Yeah.
Okay, one sec. How to avoid Garou, Goreville. Mechanics,
Use
basic mechanics.
yeah, yeah. How to perform ECDP break. I think it's above that.
Okay, so am I opening this video?
No, 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 just
No,
not the video, just the text above it.
this one.
No, the
No.
text. Just
Okay, here.
yeah,
Oh,
here.
Text.
here.
How to
Sorry,
Right.
perform easy
sorry.
DP breaks.
I'm stupid. So yeah, I'll. Do you want to read it for the people because it might be a little bit hard for them to read it in this resolution.
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
sure. Yeah.
Andrew.
Yeah, hang on, just let me. So there's a simple input trick that for some reason allows sure you can type breaks to be performed easier. All you must do is hold down input 3, which is down forward, during the break. So to break it, down, sorry, pun intended, input 623, which is DP motion, then hold down 3 as you input punch or kick, depending on your character, then press A and B. When you see the break has been performed, you should return the stick back to neutral in case you need to follow up with a combo. So this is one of the tricks most people don't know. Like a
Hmm.
lot of new players pick up Marco, he's a popular character, and they post, dudes, is there something I can do to do his break? And it's right there in the wiki.
And if you scroll up, you can see more information about the breaks. I don't know
Yeah.
if you can scroll
One
up a
second.
little
One
bit.
second, because I'm answering somebody in the chat as well. I'm pulling double duty. So we're scrolling up, section on break. We're
Okay,
finding, yeah,
yeah,
here.
that's the section break specials,
Hmm.
and you have all the information there.
Cool, cool. Yeah, we're not gonna
And
Yeah,
probably
like
read the whole thing, but you can
yeah,
find
yeah,
it in the Discord, guys, when you join. Once again, you can join here. I pulled the command. The command is always active for everyone. So if anybody asks, you can join the Discord by doing exclamation mark MOTW. And do you guys want to highlight anything else from here, or do you want to go into the next set?
no, just if you're a new player, please, if you can afford it and if you have the time, obviously, please read the wiki. Most of your questions will be answered there. And if after reading it, I mean, you don't have your answer, feel free to, to give us a highlight or something like that, and we'll be glad to answer any question you
Yeah.
might have.
The limits you feel are
Oh,
all in your head.
oof.
Ignore them.
Sorry, that was my alert. It just bombed through the stream. Just, thank you for following. Yeah, I mean, I sympathize with this because a lot of people came in, the USF for Revival Discord or other Discord, and they ask very basic questions, or sometimes they're like, "Can you help me with Terry?" And I'm like, "Yeah, what do you need?" Try and be a little bit
Exactly.
more specific. But yeah, let's go on. Do you want me to pull up the next match, so to speak, like the next set?
Yeah, there's
yeah,
another
sure.
thing, just one thing
Okay,
in the
yeah.
Discord. If you when you join it, you can type exclamation point resources, and there's a
Gonna
lot of
do that.
stuff links there. So
You can do it right there.
So
Also, this is how
there it
the
is.
wiki
yeah,
is changing.
exactly.
It's not gonna stay like this forever. We are adding new stuff, and we are gonna be doing more projects in the future. So stay tuned for Discord,
Hmm.
and we having a lot of projects right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So for instance, when somebody again created this document called character presentation to help you choose a character when you come to this game. So again, just type the comment in Discord and have a read.
Hmm.
If you're not happy with it, I mean, we'll talk with somebody. And so yeah, the video channel. Well,
Okay, so
every week, I guess, we compile every single video in the main arcades about Mark of the Wolves, and thanks to Giancarlo's efforts, everything is centralized in this channel.
yeah, thanks to everybody efforts now because everyone keep posting new videos and creating new content. Like for example, uh, Terry is doing a lot of tournaments and he's putting all the tournaments in there. But yeah, basically we have on the Discord on pins. If you go to pins, you're gonna find everything in there. And right now we have several playlists. We have one for Japanese arcade playlist, and you are gonna find a playlist of every arcade that plays Garou currently. Acho, Kohatsu, Nakano Theory F, Gcom, Meiji Morinaga, Game Newton Oyama, Fantasia Okayama, and those arcades is where the best players play.
And
So
we
you wanna
yeah, we
find
like to.
Matt,
Sorry, go
if
ahead.
you wanna keep updated with the latest about Garou, you can you can be you can find this playlist and you are gonna find the newest footage directly from Japan and directly from the best players.
Yeah, and again, we like to keep them updated as much as possible. So we
Yeah.
usually post the videos as soon as they hit the internet, and you can find them in videos.
Yeah, you can find it in videos, and then they are placed on their playlist on our YouTube channel because we have a YouTube channel now that is called Garou Mark of the Wolves, just like that. YouTube.com/Garou Mark of the Wolves, and you're gonna find our channel.
Yeah. And we we're going to add more content. Like some of my tutorials will be not some of them, all of them will be going to that YouTube channel.
Yeah,
And in this channel, in the pins, you can also see the last pin. That's the document where we put all long sets, like one to first 1 hour or first to 2 hours, first to tens between top players in Japan. Uh, and it's a really good resource if you're looking for games and footage for your character. So you can hit that, you know.
And you can
see
learn
the
about it.
players
Yeah,
play, yeah, specific matchups. It's a really great initiative. And
that's
again,
really
we really try to find most videos and post them and update our playlist and our documents as much as
that's really
possible.
that's really good.
Okay,
Also,
guys. Sorry,
No, no,
Ryan.
no problem.
don't worry. We were talking about the pins. If you
Mm-hmm.
go to Japanese arcade playlist,
Um,
Stop.
mhm. Yeah, yeah.
right? Well, just talk about it. And the other is content creators. Just it's a work in progress, that one, because like we put Ken Bogart in there, and he doesn't do a lot of Garou right now. But at the time he did a lot of insights about matches.
Yeah, he was.
And we have Nocturnal in there. I don't think he posts a lot of recently. So I
Yeah,
think
we're going
this guy
to
needs to
restructure a bit the
upgrade it.
section.
Yeah,
But I mean, the playlists are up to date, like Acho, Kohatsu, and stuff like that. They are up to date, and you can go there, no problem. You will find most of the recent videos. Everything is there. We like it this way because many videos are hard to find, or like if you're looking for a specific player or a specific character, it can be a bit tedious to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we did this, like the Google document with the first to 10 and then the playlist per character. Like we try to separate it as much as possible so you can find what you need
Mm-hmm.
as easily as possible.
Streamlined in a way, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool, cool. Do you guys want to talk about this more or about something else, or should we go into the next gameplay section?
can you go just a little bit
Mm-hmm.
up on pins? I think you're gonna find character playlist. This is a huge one.
Oh,
Yeah.
here, yes.
If you wanna know about Gato, you go to Gato playlist and you're gonna find matches of Gato against other characters, and you can learn a lot about all the characters in there.
Amazing. This like helps new players a lot because once you know you have, because everyone has a busy life, right? Unless you're like
Exactly.
in middle school or like high school and so on, and you have like you're a student, then it's like a little bit better. But if you're working, maybe my old ass age is like work, university, gym, food, and so on. You don't really have like every second count when you're learning. So having stuff like this is mind blowing.
And we like to curate everything, and so you don't have to look as much. Like we like at some point, I think it was in Wiki, we even translated the top Japanese players' names and how to search for characters,
Nice.
like in kanji and hiragana and stuff like that.
Wow.
But even then,
Wow.
it takes time.
Hmm.
I know some boy has a filter to look on Nico Nico and video on YouTube and how to find specific videos. It's like
Hmm.
insane the amount of work he put there to find the videos.
That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Um, okay, shall we
Last
move on?
segment.
Yeah,
Yep.
last segment.
Then,
Okay, one sec.
um, just if you want to see the news about Garou, just go to videos and you're gonna see the latest
Um,
content.
sorry, where do I go?
Just go to
You were in
video
video.
channel
Okay, I am.
and you're gonna find the latest contents about Garou, like tournaments.
Oh,
Even
here.
the Latin American Garou community are posting
Yeah.
a lot of tournaments that they do
Hmm.
in
Cool,
there.
cool.
So just go and watch, and you can watch the Japanese, you can watch Latin America now, and
Hmm.
sometimes you can watch the Europeans. So you have all the content in there in videos, the
And not
latest
only
Garou
matches, we
content.
even
Hmm.
post tutorials and guides in there as well.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. But I hope like everyone enjoyed it. So we're gonna go into our last spotlight, which was generally here this
Yep.
section, the
This
character
section.
select section, that you can see. So you guys guide me through it, and I light
So
stuff for you.
first of all, advanced tech
Okay, there you go.
and
Advanced
pins. So here you will find a lot of advanced stuff. Kota's guide to Urja's defense and playing neutral.
Hmm.
Should find my guides about button presses and option selects. There's the Ave Maria from Jaime
This one.
Nocturnal. Yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff in this channel. Everything that is advanced is there.
Hmm.
Yeah, and we have a like a big document where we put like everything that is advanced, and we are gonna work on the pins because if you click on the pins, you can only see like 3 or 4 pins, but
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
a lot of info in there
yeah.
that we have to just read
Hmm.
and filter and put it on pins so people can find it more easily.
Fair enough.
For
Good job.
instance, we have this guy Rioslin who just came into this Discord and he's been
Mm.
like doing an amazing work with tool assisted software. He's been
Hmm.
providing really precise measurements for like the cooldown of just defense and stuff like that.
Mm.
Once
Everything.
again, we go back to the community. This is a community effort.
Hmm.
We are not like super experts in the game. We need everybody is like has how do I say, has strength in something,
Hmm.
and through the community that everybody does their part, we grow. So this is a community effort. Somebody
Hmm.
put a guide there, somebody organized some tournament, somebody organize the channels, and that's a community effort. That's like the key message that I want to give to
Hmm.
everybody. If we do something with the Discord, it's because everybody contributes
Yeah,
to
yeah.
grow.
I wish this message was understood when I was breaking my ass on USF for revival, but that's a little parenthesis. We'll move over.
Yes.
um,
So yeah,
yeah.
everything advanced is in there.
Hmm.
Lots of it is like work in progress. Like
Hmm.
yeah, so we found this like carry canceling. We build on that. Like so,
Hmm.
let's say I found out about carry canceling 2A to super with Jehu and the range and how to use it.
Hmm.
Then someone will say, okay, that's pretty good, but I can build on this.
Yeah,
Maybe
absolutely.
and it goes like that. So it's pretty good.
Hmm.
You switched your parsec, by the way. Yeah,
Oh,
chill.
sorry. You cannot see anything, or?
Yeah, it's good now. No, it's
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
I
Yeah, I
can
was
see
just
it.
closing. I was just closing the window for Kota stream since I was done with the
okay.
footage. Um, but yeah, and then you have like character channels, right?
Character channels is like the go-to if you have a specific question about your character.
Yo, where is
Uh,
this artwork from? This is amazing.
yeah, the artwork is amazing. Mike's posted this like this week. It's a video. It's a really good video actually.
Uh-huh.
Plenty of combos for Hokutomaru.
Is it
And
like
once
some
again,
sort of a custom sprite?
It looks like a KF13 sprite to me.
Yeah,
I
So
this
think it's
is like
a fan
so
art.
sick. Sorry, I'm just gonna open this because I'm like way too curious now.
I think I
Here,
saw something like that. There's an
wait, wait, wait.
artist that did a lot of KF13 like artwork.
Wow. This is
Like
yeah, yeah,
kind of
yeah.
certain artwork.
But this is pretty sick. Like, of course, it's like a little bit rough around the edges. You can see it, but just kind of the idea of how it would look like in KOF is amazing.
It's
I would
amazing. Yeah.
love for him to come to KOF for 15. Like him, Bao, and I don't know. Let's just see. I'm trying to think. And Chris, you give me like Chris, Okutomaru, and Bao, and I'm an happy. I'm an happy man. I'm just gonna troll the gods down to earth. But yeah, okay.
Don't keep
Sorry,
your head too high.
sorry. I got excited. Let's go. Uh,
So yeah, if you have any
Okay, and
any
once again,
question
if you
about,
go,
well, sorry, go ahead, Jean-Claude.
sorry, once again, if you go to pins, you're gonna find all the information there. The menu, general
mhm.
information, combo frame data, um,
By the
combo
way,
list,
the
frame
command
data.
list was done by Samurai again. He did it all by himself, and
Yeah,
he recreated every visual for it.
Wow,
he
that's
did an
impressive.
amazing job. He did the bot and he did the visuals for the command list.
Mhm,
Needless to say, he has done an amazing job, and he's been in the community since day one, I think.
mhm.
So shout outs to my boy
I'm
Sombrero.
just gonna move
I
this.
started
Sorry.
playing like in 2011, and he was already here.
Mhm. And
You
Old
met
man
him in
sombrero.
real life?
So yeah, if you can, display a
mhm.
couple of channels about the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
characters.
Well, see, like when I thought about doing this, like the community spotlight and so on, I was super super excited, and I did not know like 25% of this shit, and it was already mind blowing to me. And now I'm discovering through the guys, because as I said, I'm always so busy and I play so many games and I'm in touch with so many different communities. I try,
Yeah, you
get
pick up
competitive.
everything.
I did not have any idea about all of this shit, and it was already super super impressive for me. Now I don't even have words. So
That's
good.
a really good point that you're doing. A lot of people just join the Discord and because they play a lot of games and so
Hmm.
they I don't know want to learn Garou because they found it somewhere on the internet. So go into Discord and we want to make it easy for them.
Yeah.
So they go to the resources, learn
Hmm.
what they want to learn, and just enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
They don't have
absolutely.
to be like the best Garou players in the world. Just know the
Just have fun.
bread and butter numbers, the easy stuff, and enjoy the game. And
Yeah.
that's what we want to do also. Like have a place so for people that is jumping through different fighting games, just
Hmm.
come, learn, and if they really enjoy it, they can dig deeper and deeper and
Yeah.
deeper and
Absolutely.
just
Absolutely.
grow their
And
skills.
yeah, and another thing is also, it's about the atmosphere that you foster in the community. I've had, you know, experiences in discords that are super mega heavy with info like this, where everything is like very well curated, but then they're full of trolls.
Oh
So
yeah,
i've
right.
had i've had
Oh yeah,
posi- I- I've had like, experiences in communities where I just want to have some games. Sometimes I'm coming back from work, I'm exhausted, right? And I just want to play this particular game, and I go and ask for games, and they're like, who are you? Why are you not posting every day? Why are you not active? Why do you have your tournament results? Can you show us footage? You don't even play this game. It's like, what the fuck? I
You
just
need
want
a
to play
resume to
games,
play the
I've
game.
had experiences like that. I'm not making this up, and it's terrible, especially when you have such a backend like you guys have. It's not the case of Garou Markov the Wolves Discord, unless somebody, like, I don't want anybody to misunderstand. It's not the case of this Discord, but have had experiences in other discords where they had the quality of resources that the guys in the Garou Markov the Wolves Discord have, and I still had a bad experience. So you have to foster everything, not just, the resources.
Yeah, the community and the content.
Okay, yeah.
Obviously, if
yeah.
you play against people here, like if you play against Kota, Kota will not go easy on you. He will teach you, okay, that was stupid. Don't do that.
hmm Yeah,
I'm
that's
going to kill you for it. And you can play against someone else who is going to be, go easy on you, let you play, and just point your mistakes. So it's, but you will never be insulted because you're a beginner.
yeah, yeah, that sucks. Like when it happens, that sucks. Um.
And you can
Anyway.
always, and you
hmm
will always have an answer to a question you ask in Discord. So,
hmm
if you have
That's
questions, read the
that's
wiki and then post.
yeah, that's the point of community. That's the point of community. Like having a friendly place that you can come and just have a nice time.
Just
Because
wanted,
at the end of
I just want to
hmm
add something else.
like,
We use tags in the Discord, so you can tag by character and by region or platform. So if you want
hmm
to play against a Jayhoon in Europe on Steam, you can do that. You can tag the specific people.
And
you
Arendir
just
will come and
uh,
loop you to death to death in the corner.
Okay.
yeah, that's
um,
what's the idea. Just
uh,
put everybody in the region and just like Arender said, a easy way to find matches.
Garou Marco the Wolves wallpaper, and have an open Q&A from the chat, like 20 minutes where they can just ask questions, and then we close the stream. Is that all right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
for me, it's okay.
So there it
I
is.
wonder if
And
people are coming in.
mhm. So, like, if people have questions in the chat right now, I'm going to tweet about this to offer the chance to somebody to just can last minute and ask questions. Um, so yeah, this is your time.
Well, first of all, thank you for the stream. It was a blast, really.
It was fun.
Thank
We love all
thank
the
you
support
for
you've been, with us since the update, and we're really
thank you
grateful
for all your support.
because the more the merrier, obviously.
Yeah, no, no, absolutely, absolutely. And
Thank you for
mhm,
giving us the spotlight this time and the ability to show our community. There are a lot of communities
mhm.
out there, and thank you for looking into us because I think we everybody is doing an amazing work,
Mhm.
and thank you for that, for taking the time to listen to us.
Oh, it's okay. I mean, it was absolutely my pleasure. And if anything, like the real big first thank you goes, to SNK, to Code Mystics, to Crispy Kaiser, all to Gibby, all the people in kind of the back that started this kind of rollback update and rollback movement. Everything was kind of like a waterfall from there because everyone got suddenly so excited. It's like, whoa, this changes everything. And then I just kind of came in because I have played Garou non-stop literally since 2007, 8, 9, whatever. But as I said, I play so much shit because I'm a casual at heart. I'm a very competitive player, but I'm a casual at heart,
For
meaning
casual.
I
Uh-huh.
want to play everything. I want to press buttons. I want to go yo and blow myself, like blow my mind uh, off of the hype. So everything is just like I'm a little kid approaching a fighting game, seeing cool shit and getting excited, and I want to do it
That's
for
okay.
all the fighting games. So that's why I'm like,
Yeah, that's
And
fair.
that's a lot of work.
yeah, I know,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know, but yeah. So in general, it was a great experience for me doing this, and I think it's worth it for communities to have something like this because it's not something that is done too much. Sometimes you have so many information, like so much data, but people don't know how to get there. And you guys have done an amazing job at streamlining it. But maybe something like this, especially when we edit the video, be like, I don't know, 10 minutes talking about the community. Maybe people just,
Yeah,
eating a sandwich in front of their computer and be like, oh, wow, they have all this stuff and I can see it in 10 minutes.
yeah,
I
exactly.
mean,
And
everybody
we're
can
working
do
on new formats to display
Hmm.
the data, like short videos, short guides to a couple of minutes, 3 minutes, maybe a website. And there's a lot of projects, as Giancarlo said earlier on the stream.
I know,
So
and we accept a lot, and we accept feedback every day. Like, if you guys want to see something, let us
Hmm.
know. Like,
Yeah.
we are growing and we are trying to present information because there's a lot of information. We're
Hmm.
trying to present the information the way that people can digest it easily.
Uh-huh.
So that's our goal
Yeah.
too. And as you said, if people want to jump games, they can do it, and
Hmm.
they have a community here. If you wanna stay longer, stay longer. But
Mm.
you are gonna be
we're
welcome with open arms. Everybody is welcome in
That's
here.
cool.
and
Tajigaru in the chat is asking, can we highlight a little bit the leaders for Garou based on the regions? Because different people will maybe have a closer relationship with different regions and different pools of players and so on.
yeah, I
Uh,
mean, I'll speak for the French and Japanese, I guess, because in France there's no one leader. There's
Hmm.
no leader per se. There's just people who have been here for
Fair
a
enough.
while and
I
have been in the
think
community and did a lot of stuff.
I'm
So
gonna
for
I'm
France,
gonna
there's Kota.
I'm gonna say Iron Deer.
Come again?
Iron Deer, I think you are one of the main guys to come and ask something. You are one of the community leaders. I know that you don't like to talk about you, but I think you are one of the community leaders in France.
Oh, thank you.
You, Cora, Timmy, some
Some exactly.
they are always there. They are always there, as giving advice, being really aware of what's going on, not only in France but on all the parts of the world. So I think you guys are the really community leaders
That's I guess I mean
on
that's
France.
really good to hear. But
That's
I
pretty
mean, with
nice.
Timmy, we've been here. We've created the first Mark of the Wolves tournament in 2012 back then with Timmy, and it's been like amazing since then because yeah, we've been joined with by Sombre, we've been joined by Cotton, been joined by a lot of people. So it's there's like a core of old players who've been here around for a while. As for the Japanese players, I reckon it's Tana Dongfan who got who's been yeah, it was now Yan. Now Yan is in
I
charge
know
of
him,
the wiki nowadays,
and
and he's in the Discord as well.
also he does tournaments.
Yeah,
The Wild Wolves Warcry tournament. I think
yeah,
he's
he's one of the people behind it, and
the organizer.
he
Yeah,
took over the wiki as well, and he's been really active in Japan. And we're trying to build a relationship with Japanese players. We have some
because
announcement to come in the upcoming days slash weeks. So I guess yeah, now we're on for Japan.
yeah, and in the end they build a really solid community of players that has been on the game for more than 10 years, and they know a lot about the game that we want to learn from them. And in Japan, let me say, I think now Jan, Colossus, Aru, Hotomaru are
Yeah,
the
Tamura has been
main people.
posting a lot of videos as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, Tamura, those are the main community leaders in Japan, and they do an amazing job. Everybody learn from them.
And yeah,
Yeah,
for the United
and
States, so Gibby and Nocturnal, I guess. You could call them
Eternal,
community leaders. Yeah.
Oh, apparently Taji is pointing out that he's doing some stuff for Australia, Taji Garou, on in the chat. I don't know if you guys are familiar
Yeah,
with
I just
him
read
or
it.
huh?
So yeah,
Yeah.
Taji, if you need help, I mean, just feel free to shoot us a message. I will happily post it in an announcement, or help you with the organization if you need it.
Yeah.
So
I know he's been
definitely, any
doing
exposure is good.
I know it's been doing like open lobbies. I don't remember particularly the day because I've been quite busy. But on my time on Twitter, sometimes I have stumbled into his open lobbies and his streams as well. He's a SNK focused streamer, and he's doing like stuff with the community. I remember him streaming KOF 14 as well before.
And
oh nice.
I
Yeah,
know
so
you might call him. You might call him.
Hmm.
yeah, in North America we have Nocturnal, that he is one of the community leaders. Gibby,
Hmm.
that's
Definitely give you.
the definitely Gibby is not only Garou but SNK in general. He will work actually on the God Mystic with God Mystics to bring us this patch. He
Yeah.
and
Shout outs to him.
another guy, yeah, shout out to Gibby. He did an amazing job. Gibby and Nocturnal in North America, and well, you said Australia. Yeah, Tash Garou is one of them.
Hmm.
Yep.
Cool, cool.
Um,
Any
well,
other like
I,
questions, guys?
if you have any questions, and just wanted to point that
Hmm.
we don't keep closed sub communities within the Discord. I mean, we talk with each other, we play with each other. I remember back in 2012, I hosted multiple streams with Gibby and Nocturnal, and we did live commentaries about tournaments.
Hmm.
And that was back in 2012. So, we've
Cool,
been
cool.
we go back like way back together.
That's nice.
we don't we walls among us. Like every community is connected, and we wanna be connected that way. Like every
Hmm.
community can contribute, every community can grow from each other, and that's the point
Hmm.
that we wanna
So we have
make
two
for
more
the
Okay.
user.
questions.
What are your expectation for Garou 2? Is asking Majid.
Oh boy.
Oh
Oh
boy,
boy.
that's a long
For
question.
Freeman to
The,
be a complete character.
give Freeman a gun.
Give
I
Freeman a
think
gun. Oh my god. That meme.
everybody,
Uh,
the more hardcore players, I think they wanna see first go for 15. If
no,
they
we
do
don't
it right,
exactly.
we are gonna keep our hopes really high with for Garou, but we want to see first how they make Go 15 and if it's a really good game. For me, that's like my main concern that they do a really good work with KO 15, and then we can talk about Garou 2
Okay.
because really,
Most people don't like 3D games, so we want a 2D like
Mm,
game. Like
that'd be
if it was
amazing.
with the graphics of KR13 and the mechanics of Mark of the Wolves, plus
yeah,
or minus some tweaks, that would be amazing.
Mm. What do you think then about a compromise like what Guilty Gear has been doing with Xrd?
Yeah, that would be
and
great too. It's like
if
Okay.
they
2D.
do, yeah, if
Yeah.
they do something like Guilty Gear, everybody was gonna be blown away.
I
Okay.
mean, KR13 was 3D. They dotted them into 2D,
Mm.
but still 3D at core.
Okay.
So
I'm going
in some sense, it kind of
to
looks like Guilty Gear.
I'm gonna go into the next question just
Yeah,
because
sure. Sorry.
there's not a lot of time. Are there any yearly national tourneys for this game, or does everyone just meet up at Evos?
So the big tournaments are in Japan. There's like 2 or 3 per year. Obviously, they have tournaments every single week and Acho, TRF, and stuff like that. But they have big tournaments twice a year. They have the Werewolves Cry, I think. They had
Mhm.
Total
Oh,
Eclipse.
yeah,
They
because
had Keep on Shining.
Oh.
and I think it's another one that is missing. I don't remember
They
which
had
one.
the tournament at Evo Japan as well.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, yeah, Evo Japan. Evo Japan is one of the big ones. Evo Japan, Keep on Shining, Wild Wars Warcry.
Yeah, and Total Eclipse was the previous iteration.
Yeah,
In
Total
France,
Eclipse.
we're going to have a big tournament at the HSF. Sorry, it's the upcoming month of May. We might have Japanese players coming in, so that's one another tournament, and we're going to try to have online tournaments soon if we can have lobbies or spectator mode.
Actually, well,
Yeah.
in North America, you have like Lunar Eclipse, you have Evo that they run the side tournaments. I think those are the main
Did
And
it WNF
offline tournaments.
did some tournaments
yeah,
recently?
they run it at their local Wednesday night fight. And another thing is with the echoes, kind of the ripples that this game is making in the FGC, you can expect more support for it, especially if new players come in and new players try it, new locals come up and be like, oh, we want to play Garou, we don't care. It's like 25 years old, the game plays good, the game is amazing, has a good netcode, and so on. So this, like, even though you have yearly huge tournaments, this doesn't mean that the game cannot come up to smaller tournaments and make an impact. So it's up
Yeah,
to
they
you
Actually,
guys
have.
to support it.
that's like a main concern from Naoyan. He recently tweeted that he was afraid that the game was going to be forgotten because most of the players that keep playing the game is they are more than 30 years old. So they
Yeah.
are not new players coming in. They are all veteran players that are grabbing the game. So the
Mm,
generation is gonna fade, and who is gonna
mm,
play later? That's one also or one of our main goals
mhm,
to push the game to a new generation, new people that can join in and learn it. And maybe we
mhm,
are going to see the next Garou Legends
mhm.
from
I
a new
don't care. My
generation.
child is going to be called Kain and he's going to play Mark.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm trying to see if there's
still
any more
agree.
questions. Really good. Oh, that semi confirmed Garou will happen one day.
Yeah,
If, they,
hopefully it's a 2D.
if it happens, they need to really polish
Mhm.
their gaming game, and they did an amazing job with Samurai Show. To be
Yeah.
honest,
I guess if
but
they take the inputs of the top Japanese players, I'll be happy.
Mhm.
nah,
Okay.
that's a hot topic there. But well, yeah, let's leave it at that. Let's
I'm
leave it at
gonna
that.
have a,
Let's leave
I'm
it at
gonna have a question myself about SNK in general. So, what do you guys what do you guys think of SNK post KOF 14 with the development of Samurai Showdown first as first new title, and in general the way that SNK is working with the community, is listening to the community, of course, thanks to Crispy Kaiser and some other leaders of SNK games. What do you think the possibilities are going forward, and how satisfied you are with what is happening now?
that.
You wanna start, Giancarlo?
Yeah, sure, I could start. Well, first of all, Triple Kaiser, since he enters the scene, he has been amazing. Like big shout outs to him. Thanks to him, we have this new revival organ community,
Hmm.
and we are very hopeful. That's what I want to say. Hope. We're really hopeful for SNK. They are doing the things right. They are listening to the community. They
Hmm.
are creating new projects, and they really listen to the feedback and they implement them in a couple of weeks. So they are doing an amazing work.
Hmm.
So we are really hopeful for SNK, and we want them to do good. If
Yeah.
SNK do good, we are very happy because we are really hardcore for
Hmm.
SNK. I
Yeah.
mean, who doesn't like SNK in the end?
Yeah. I have
And we
to
want them
say.
to.
Uh-huh. I have to say, even with the new, say, post KOF 14 very direct contact with the community, what I would like to put forward as somebody that has played so many different games and been in touch with so many different communities is that SNK has an amazing track record of being great community-wise or even politics-wise, so to say, because despite all the struggles that they've had, I think they are one of the companies that cares the most about the user base and actually is doing fighting games because they love them. I will not go into direct example of the other side of the spectrum, but I'm sure you're smart enough to understand what the difference is between what SNK has been doing for the last, I don't know, 20 years and what some other companies have done when it comes to business models or game models when it comes revenue from their games. So
Mm,
I think
yeah,
that is
Throw
like
gems at
very
the game.
pure, very pure for something that is after all still a business. So I'm
yeah.
very happy with that.
And then
Yes,
don't
but
forget that
uh,
SNK right now is going through a revival. Like SNK
Mm,
was dead for a long time. Well, dead, quote unquote dead, was on hold, but they keep going, keep doing. They kept going doing like fighting games, and
mhm.
that was the main product that they put out there. They believe in it, and thanks to that, they are like in a
Yeah,
renaissance
yeah, yeah, yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
Taji
one thing.
Taji says that it's gonna push the game at Australian majors.
That'd
Wow,
be
that's
great.
gonna be crazy. Yeah, thank you.
Mhm,
As far as your question, Jill, I'd like
Oh,
for SNK to, keep its identity because I feel with KF14 they tried to, go toward the Capcom way of doing fighting games,
mhm.
somewhat.
Yes,
You know,
yes. So like KOF 14 feels like the most Street Fighter 4 of the KOFs I've ever
exactly.
played,
And
and
I
I
don't
played like.
think that's. I'm not a big fan of that.
Mhm,
One, that's not the state of game they're known for. They lack the expertise, I think, to do
mhm.
that. They have a really good identity.
Yes.
KF13 was acclaimed by most people.
Mhm,
Every single person who touched that game said that was a great game,
it
regardless
mhm,
of
was very.
difficulty. Obviously, people said it was difficult, and they were right.
mhm,
But I mean, the core identity of the game, how it felt, how it played, how it moved,
mhm,
the design, everything was screaming SNK. I had
mhm.
the same
Yes.
vibe of when I was playing KOF 98,
Mhm,
and I'd like for SNK to keep, building on their own
mhm,
identity, go the SNK route. And that's like they kind of did that with some show, even though there's still some elements of
mhm,
clunky 3D.
mhm.
But it's a step in the right direction, I think. Keep doing SNK games.
Yeah.
Don't go the Capcom
Yeah.
route.
And a very quick question. So we're gonna have 3 minutes for these questions. This question, because there's no more in the chat, so I'll ask one. So 3 minutes for this question and 2 minutes to say thanks to everybody. So oh god, I just lost it. Why does my brain like just dies instantly? So what were you talking before I said 3 minutes for this question?
I
Talking
was
about?
talking about the SNK identity, how they should
Oh
Yeah, SNK
yes.
identity.
How do you think like as a community and in general SNK can appeal a little bit more to Europe because that has been
Sure.
well North America as well in a way, but there has been kind of regions where historically we because of the whole MVS into arcades history and so on. How do you think they can appeal a little bit more to Europe to convince more people to try them games because a lot of the factors of the FGC is I grew up with say Capcom games, so I'm gonna
I
keep
actually
going
did a
like that.
piece on this like almost 10 years ago.
Mm,
Uh, we didn't have a community manager back then.
mm-hmm,
Europe was, and the United States, when in 2012 when we tried to do our tournament
mm-hmm,
in Europe, France, we didn't have anyone to talk to.
mm,
We had to contact like 5 or 6 people to have, okay, you can do a tournament. You won't have support, but you can do your tournament. And that took like 3 weeks to get that answer. We
mm.
didn't have community managers. Every game was delayed. Japan would get the game, and then 6 months later, it would come to
Yeah,
Europe.
yeah, I remember that.
The netcode was optimized to Japanese internet. They have
Mm,
the best internet on the planet.
absolutely.
So yeah, I get. why people turned off their back to SNK, because they had no one to talk to, and
Yeah.
the game was built by Japanese people to Japanese people, and it was
Hmm.
advertised to like that.
Hmm.
And it's something that's been changing with Crispy Kaiser
Yeah,
coming in, with Ghibli
absolutely.
doing a lot of work. We've been getting releases on day one in
Hmm.
every single continent, and I mean it's paying off. France historically had one of the bigger KF communities on the planet
Hmm.
outside of Japan.
Okay.
So, and I mean, the efforts they're putting into the game, into the community, are paying off. More people are talking about KOF. More
Hmm.
people are talking about some show.
Yes.
And I mean, at Mark of the Wolves, we got like 700 or 800 people coming, new people to Discord since
Thanks to the effort
really.
of the community manager, Crispy Case. Yeah,
Wow.
it was crazy.
Okay. I'll go on with the tanks right now because I have like literally 2 minutes left and I have to run. So tanks. First of all, to anyone, everyone, tuning into the stream, everyone, giving retweets to me, to Erendir, to Crispy, to SNK about Garou in general, about SNK stuff in general. That's
Thank you.
great because it gives a lot of opportunities to people to even just being exposed to a game they might have never seen before and to have their first foot into SNK games. Of course, thanks a lot to Erendir, to Giancarlo, to everyone at in the Discord community. That some people may have helped me and they couldn't be there today, but still they pulled it through to make this happen. Thanks a lot to, of course, Crispy for the amazing job that he's doing with the community, picking up the community, and having that direct link to somebody that can make things happen. And for his streams, you have to check his streams, guys. It's so much like insider information that is being put in the public that I never thought I would see, from a fighting game company just like that. So amazing. Um, Overall,
Thank you for
yeah.
having us. I mean,
Yeah, no
Yeah,
problem. It
thank
was
you.
an absolute pleasure. And thanks to everyone in the world playing SNK games. Like another thing that is extremely impressive, nobody has ever stopped playing SNK games, especially,
No,
the,
nobody.
the regions, especially the regions for like Latin America, North Africa, but everyone that started with SNK games, like I started with SNK games as well, not as a first games, but I picked up one SNK game and never left them. You can see them in the games I played below my stream. They're all there. So yeah, thanks to everyone involved. As a what's it called, send off, I'll call the MOTW command again so you can join the Discord. Follow me on Twitter at Gilst on my right. Follow Erendir on Twitter at Erendir.
kind, aren't you kind? Yeah.
Erendir Kain.
Okay.
Follow Giancarlo at no Pichu. What's your handle?
It's Janet is Pichu.
Garou. It's being a bit here. It's Garou Picho.
Garou Pichu. Okay, so I'll
Ah,
write it down. Uh, and Erendir Kane, right? So
Yeah,
like that,
exactly.
and follow Cast of the Wolves, another Twitter account made for to highlight people that stream or put YouTube videos and do anything about related to Garou. Follow SNK, follow Crispy Kaiser, follow this stream if you haven't followed. That's
And
our
keep playing
yeah,
fighting games.
and keep playing
fighting
Garou
game.
and SNK games. So that's us out. Good night and thanks for watching.
See you
Thank you,
guys.
everybody. See you guys.